Hi there, this is Sheri Lee Myers. Welcome to How to Connect with Angels. We believe that no matter what, every person has the unconditional love and help of angels, our messengers from God. But we have to be willing to believe, and we have to be willing to ask. That's what our film, The Glitch, that we are shooting here in New Orleans is all about, with the help of some amazing music and talent. If you're curious, visit us at theglitchmovie.com and take a look. But now, right now, let's talk to someone who's devoted to helping us make a divine connection. Maureen Bandas is a spiritual teacher and certified advanced Thetahealer. She founded the Certified Angel Spiritual Healer course. All of her wellness services are dedicated to promoting spiritual growth, happiness, and well-being. Maureen's vision is to create a world filled with love, joy, and passion through her workshops, readings, and energy healings. She lives in Saskatchewan, Canada. Hello. I have Maureen Bandas on the phone, on the Skype, all the way from Saskatchewan, Canada. Hello.
Yes. Hi, Sheri. So nice to see you and hear you.
It's so I'm really happy that we get a chance to really connect and go into what you're doing. Of course, here I am in New Orleans. So you in Canada, you're way away from me. Let's talk about your first encounter with the divine that really wakened you up.
Which way? That's a very good question. I know that the angels have been with me forever. I know when my soul entered this Mother Earth that the angels were with me. I have a guardian angel. Her name is Rebecca. She's an amazing angel to be with. And actually, my first encounter that I can recall was when I was in my 20s. We were driving on a highway in Saskatchewan, and all of a sudden, my back rear view, my back fell out, and my axle fell out of my car, and I'm driving down the highway. Yeah, I could see these sparks going behind in the highway, and my husband looked over at me and said, "Dear, be calm." And the moment he said that, it just felt like this, my hands, they didn't feel like my hands anymore. It just felt like some energy took over the steering wheel. It was really weird feeling. And that's what I told my friends, because I didn't understand at that time. I really think that was the first time that I actually encountered my guardian angel. And we did, like, the person behind us thought for sure we were goners. That's how the sparks are just flying all over. And I never really gave it much thought. I was young that time, and I didn't really kind of just went along my way. However, about 2006, so about 10 years ago, I had another encounter, and this is the one that really was life-changing. This is the one that really awoke in me. Again, driving down the highway, I like to drive. And it was beautiful in the valley. Sorry.
No. I was just thinking, you have to do a lot of driving, don't you?
Yeah, well, we've got a lot of highways here. We got a lot of open space. So if you want to get anywhere, you have to be driving. Yeah. So,
go ahead.
So it's actually, it was about March. So in Saskatchewan here, you never know in March whether it's going to be icy or whether it's going to be dry. And in the valley, it was beautiful. So I had my cruise control on. I was going up the valley hill, and as I got to the top, I could just see this sheet of ice, and I just was shocked to see it, actually, thinking that was going to be a beautiful drive. Then all of a sudden, I just started going around, sliding on the ice, and I almost got control, but then I just realized that I just have to let it go, because there's a certain point where you just have to let it go. And it just seems that everything it was going fast, but everything was going in slow motion. And I remember as I was going into the ditch, I thought I was so mad at God that I was going to die in a ditch and that my family was going to be left behind. I was just really ticked off. And I remember like slow motion. I was up in the air because I think I flipped maybe once or twice. I'm not even sure.
The
But
car flipped?
yes,
Oh my God.
yeah, I was in a Jeep, an SUV,
Uh-huh.
and I remember kind of being suspended in air. And I remember this beautiful light, that same light that went through my hands when I was in my 20s, that same beautiful light came through my whole body. I just
Oh,
felt at peace. I felt at joy. I felt I was ready. I wasn't angry anymore. I was just in a different dimension. And I just like
yeah.
when I reflect back on it, it was such a pure sense of love and joy, and I was at peace. And then when I landed on my four wheels, I just, oh my God, I'm still here. I was just shocked that I was still.
Oh.
So that really was when things started. That's when I really started getting tapped into this energy work that I'm doing now and working with
Hmm.
the angels. So it's been a journey, but it's been an amazing journey. I had a lady friend of mine prior to my Jeep incident wanting me to go to learn how to read angel cards. And, oh no, that's not for me. I don't want to be involved in that. Just pushing it away. And
Uh-huh.
yeah, so then after the Jeep incident, she asked me again. She said, this lady needs 10 people. She's going to come to Fort Capel. She's in Regina, and she's a very amazing, intuitive lady. I really want you to come. And I almost pushed it away. I thought, oh, I don't know if I'm ready for this, but she needed 10 people. So I thought, okay, I'll go give it a try and I'll check it out. And
Hmm.
yeah, so when I was there, it was these people, there was 10 of us, and we felt so connected in this room. Like it just felt like, it was just an amazing energy in there. We were in a weekend doing this workshop and learning how to do our angel cards. And I couldn't even
Hmm.
tell my husband at the beginning. I told him that I was going to a women's conference. I couldn't tell him I was going to go learn angel cards because
Sure.
I thought he'd think I was crazy or something. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, so I went in it just wanting to learn, and that was my real first exposure was to the angel cards, and I
Hmm.
really connected with them, and I really think I did because my grandmother she used to tell us stories when she was younger about seeing spirit, and
Oh, wow.
I remember her describing seeing a past loved one at the end of the bed that we were sleeping on, and being freaked out at that time. But I really believe that her gift was actually passed on to me, and that's why I think this I was able to connect with these cards because I was seeing images right away. I was
Wow.
getting words, and I just
Mm.
got onto it really quick. And my other grandmother on my dad's side, she actually did tea leaf readings. And so I think that was another connection there. So why I was able to tap into these angel cards. So that's really how I started with my work.
Hmm. The healing work you do. Let's talk about that. How has that come to you?
Yeah. Again, it was through a friend. A lady was coming to Fort Capel, and I've been doing, it's called Theta Healing. A lot of people don't know what that is.
No, please explain. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's actually a belief healing. It's working with our beliefs, our emotions, and our feelings. And it's helping clients deal with or release beliefs like our core beliefs that we have. We have
Yeah.
genetic beliefs, we have historical past life beliefs, and we have soul beliefs. So this lady asked me, like, I didn't know what theta healing was. And she said, come to this, I have a lady coming. You got to check this out more. Because I've been doing the angel card readings for the past how many years.
Yeah.
And the last couple years, I guess 2 years ago is when she asked me to come to the workshop. And I almost bailed on that one too, but she was persistent. And she wouldn't
Hmm.
let it go. She says, "Oh, I'll call you in a couple days. Think about it." So I'm Googling theta healing. What's theta healing? What's this all about? I didn't have a
Hmm.
clue what it meant. And when I looked at it, I thought, this is kind of interesting, to work with the brain because that's how I think. I'm a very logical thinker. And with the theta healing, you're tapping into that theta brainwave. I do a lot of expos and trade shows because I believe the angels want me to be out there, want to be very visible to the general public, and just, I'm always sharing stories with people. So at these expos is where I get to meet a lot of first-time readers, a lot of first-time people that are just checking it out and just wanting to know, what is this energy healing? What are these angel card readings? What are you guys doing?
Yes.
So I had a lady, she came to me and she had a lot of things that were going on in her life. Particularly, she was going through a divorce. She was going through a child custody battle with her ex-husband. As a result, she lost her job because of all this time she had to spend, dealing with her family issues. Mm-hmm. And it was just, she was at the lowest anybody could ever be. She just did not know where to go.
Sure.
And so thank God she came to this healing expo, the Body, Mind, Spirit that goes around, I believe in Canada. And they were in Regina, which is about 45 minutes away from Fort Capel. Mm-hmm. And she came to me and we did the Theta technique, and she really had a belief inside of her that she wasn't good enough. Mm. She really had a belief that she deserved to be treated the way she was treated, because her ex-husband beat her up. And he treated her that way. So that had to be released, and that belief that she was unworthy of having a good relationship and that she's unworthy of being successful was another one, I believe. So those are not serving, beliefs to have in your mind. So with Theta healing, we're able to instill the belief that she is good enough. We're able to instill the belief that she's worthy of having loving, caring relationships, and also instill the belief that she can do anything she sets her mind that she wants to do in this life. So it was an amazing transformation. And as we were doing the Theta healing, all of a sudden in my mind's eye, there came this beautiful, all of a sudden I just seen this huge white head. And I also
head?
This beautiful white head and an orange beak coming through. And then the next thing I seen was these beautiful brown wings, and they were huge. And all of a sudden this beautiful bald eagle sat right there. It was amazing. And I said to her, I told her exactly what I just said to you. I said, there's this big eagle sitting right beside you, and he's got a message for you, and I don't know what it is right now. Do you want me to ask him? And she said, she just started bawling. I thought, oh my goodness. I said, I'm sorry that I mentioned that to you. She goes, oh no, after she got her bearings together, she said, my father just passed 6 months ago, and he was the glue to the family. He kept everybody together. Once he passed, it's like everybody's just going all over the place. And she said, and his Indian name was Big Eagle. And I said to her, that's so amazing. I still get goosebumps when I talk about it. Yeah. I said, that's so amazing. He's here and he's telling you he is going to help you through all of this stuff that you're going through right now. He is going to find you that perfect relationship that you want. He's going to find you that awesome career that you want. Just talk to him and he'll help you, because that's what our spirit guides do. So it was an amazing healing, and I'm so glad I was not afraid to tell her that vision, because I had no meaning to me, but it had everything for her.
How do you stay tuned? How do you stay connected with your angel energy?
Well, they're always around me. They never do leave my side. I see them as, I see their energy. I see their different auras. Like Michael has this amazing purple gold around him, and of course, Raphael has an amazing green aura, and he helps lots with the healings that I do. So when I see their color in my mind's eye, I know they're right beside me. And I know that my clients, because I just know things just come out of nowhere, that my clients need that angel to work with. So when I'm doing the healings, I also tell them, like, is it okay if I tell you that I've just seen this vision, I just seen an angel come in and they really want to work with you. it okay if I share that with you? I always ask their permission because not everybody believes in angels. You know, people will
Right.
come for a healing and they want a specific thing done, whether it's physical, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, like they have something they want healed, like a depression or grief or something, right? They're looking for answers,
Uh-huh.
but they're not looking for the angels, and which you know, they just don't understand the angels. So many people are afraid of them, and they should not be afraid of them because they're an extension of Creator. They're the extension of God, and they're there to help us. And they're in my life constantly, like right from getting a parking spot, from Metatron helping me bend time so I make an appointment on time. Like I'm always calling on Metatron in the morning because I get up late. And I say, Metatron, give me time so I can get ready. And I always get to work on time. So, you know, you just have to, you really have to acknowledge them. You have to accept them. You know, you have to appreciate them. And once you do that and incorporate them into your day-to-day life, you don't have to do anything. They do everything for you. So we have this amazing free energy out there, and so many people aren't accessing it. So that's my mission. That's my goal. My angels tell me is that, Maureen, your job is to connect me with all the souls, you know, that need our help. So I'm not afraid. I was never that open before, but now I tell everybody what I do. It's just become part of me. It's just like breathing. It's just like sleeping. The angels are part of me.
Tell me, what exactly do you mean when you say people are afraid of angels?
I really think it's to do with, again, with the belief, right? That psychics are evil, healers are evil. People have that rooted belief inside of them that they just can't open up to getting past that belief that, you know, anything that they can't see or anything they can't feel or they can't touch or they can't hear, you know, it's all a make belief, right? So I think they're so afraid of these falling angels, which I've never ever encountered in my life, that they, you know, they're just so fear-based thinking that they can't open up to the loving energy of the angels, and they just can't. They've just got such a block between, you know, their energy and the energy of the angels, because the angels are such a high vibration, light being or being of light, that it really takes them energy as well to, you know, come and help us too. And people just block it. And I don't think some of them realize how much they're blocking it, but it's really, I think it's just fear-based. And until they're awoken, because there's 4 steps to entering your spiritual journey. The first one being the awakening stage. And a lot of us will awaken, like for me, it was the near-death experience in my Jeep. Could be a loss of a loved one. Then you start realizing that there's something more out there than this physical world. Or, you know, it could be a loss of a job. It could be, you know, things when you're down and out, you know, and then you start searching. Then you know that you need to look at something different. So the awakening stage, everybody eventually gets to that stage, but it all depends when. And the second is when you start discovering, like when you wake up, then you start, well, where are these people? Are there any other people that are like me? I know I did that lots, and I still do that, but I had to find connect with other angel card readers. I had to connect with other energy workers, and they just, once you open it up and you start looking at videos, you know, and looking at other mentors out there, or start reading books. I have lots of books that I've been reading, and not so much now because I'm really busy, but I did a lot of reading of books and videos. I love YouTube. You can spend weeks on YouTube just watching all the spiritual videos that are out there, and you know, and finding the true authentic people. When I'm discovering them, I always ask my angels, you know, is this someone I should be, you know, guiding me? Is this somebody that I should be watching? And if I feel good about it, then I'll pursue it. But I always ask them for everything because they're a part of me. So once we're awoken, then we start discovering, you know, what's out there and how do we fit in. The third phase is trusting your intuition. That's the third one.
Ah,
When you start trusting your intuition and your gut feelings, then you're more into able to raise your vibration higher. You're more better at reading people and reading their energy when you trust that intuition. And the messages that you get, you can't try and understand them. You just have to let them go because that person needs it at that particular time. So when you trust your intuition, you got a better connection with Creator, with the angels, with the spirit guides. It's just such an amazing feeling when you get to that point. So trust your intuition is very key in doing all the work that I do. And then the fourth stage is just going with the flow. So Sonia says, once you get to that fourth stage, you don't care what anybody else thinks. You really become a magnet. You become a magnet to other people. They just get sort of attracted to you, and they want to know, okay, well, what's Maureen doing? It looks kind of neat what she's doing. Because I always try and post everything positive, because that's what the angels are. They're love and light, and they're to protect us. So I have to be that. I have to do that as well. Even though I have things that happen in my life, I have negative, stuff that goes on, but I don't let the outside world know about it. So I deal with it, and I always say, well, what's that lesson? What do I need to learn from this experience? Why is this happening to me? And then all of a sudden, the next day, I'll get a light bulb. Okay, that's what I need to do. And it's amazing that when you get to go with the flow and you just live your life in that flow of that beautiful energy, you just don't. It's just an amazing place to be at.
I am on your Facebook page, and I see what you write, and I see what you post, and of course that's why I'm interviewing you. You have such light and such a commitment to your mission right there where you are. You also have, though, a book that you've just published in May, and it's a children's book. Let's talk about it. Tell us the title. Tell us how you came about to write it.
Wow, this is an amazing book. I just have goosebumps when I talk about it. Again, it was a friend that nudged me, and she said to me, Maureen, it'd be really nice if you were to, connect with the young generation. And I said to her, you're so right, because a lot of parents are coming to me. They're bringing their younger daughters, and they're saying, they're seeing stuff and they're feeling stuff. And Maureen, can you help them understand what they're going through? So I was getting,
Wow.
I was getting a lot of that at expos, and the mothers wanted me to help the children understand, what they're going through, being the psychics that they are and the empaths that they are, and the mediums that they are too, because some also see spirits. So I had one lady, she actually brought her daughter. I think her daughter was 8. And I was doing an expo, and her daughter was seeing things. So I asked her daughter, I said, "Are you seeing angels?" And she said, "Yeah." And I said, "Do you?" I said, "Do you? I see your angel. She's right beside you." And then she said, "I said, do you see my angel?" Because the angels told me she could see. And she says, "Yeah." She says, "Your angel's right behind you." I said, "Oh," I said, "Thank you, sweetheart. I really needed to hear that. Thank you for sharing that with me." And then I just talked a little bit about what she was seeing, and just tried to explain it to her, not to be afraid of it, and asked how she was feeling. And her mom got curious after the session. Her mom went, and I have a picture of my guardian angel, Rebecca, and she said to her little girl, she says, "Can you tell me, is this what Maureen's angel looks like?" And her daughter says, "Yep. That's exactly what she looks like." So, so my friend, she, the lady that brought her, or the lady at the expo, she said, this is real, because Maureen has shared her guardian angel on Facebook, of course, and she's just amazed that her daughter's able to see her. So from that experience and sharing that with my friend, she said to me, she says, "Maureen, you should do a children's book, because I really feel that that's going to help kids get connected better with their angels, and it's going to help parents have a bridge or something to open up that discussion with their children when they are seeing things, to make sure that they're good things that they're seeing, because angels are love and light, right?" So with Isabella's,
Right.
so Isabella's angel, is exactly how that came about. I wrote the book about it. It's about an 8-year-old girl. Excuse me. She is a Métis girl, because that's what I am. That's my culture.
I'm
And
sorry, could you repeat she is a what girl?
yeah, she's 8 years old, and her
Yes.
culture is she's a Métis. Métis.
Métis.
Yeah, Métis is what we call them. And we have it in Canada. We have the First Nations, we have Métis, we have Inuit. They're all part of the Aboriginal group of people. And
Neat.
yeah, Métis, Metis.
Okay.
Okay, and she's an 8-year-old girl, and she's been experiencing things in her room, and she wants her mother. Her mother's name is Franny. She wants her mother to come into her room to see. She's been seeing a lot of light and beside her bed, and she has a music box. And she's been seeing this beautiful glowing coming out of the light, out of the music box. So she says, "Mommy, come and check this out. Mommy, come in my room and look at this light that's coming from my music box." So of course Franny goes in there, and all of a sudden this beautiful blue angel. It's actually Haniel, but I didn't name her. I should have. But Haniel, beautiful angel. This blue angel comes out of the music box, and Isabella gets so excited. She says, "Oh, Mommy, we have to phone Granny. She has to come and see this angel. Can I phone her?" So she phones her grandmother, and her grandmother comes and helps Isabella understand how to communicate with her angel. So it's of course through power of prayer, because I believe in prayer so much, because I do believe in Creator. I have that Roman Catholic background. I am a born again Christian, so I really have that connection with that divine source and with Creator. So the book is all about her being so proud of her angel and so proud of her music box. And what she does, Isabella, she takes that music box, and have show and tell, and she takes that music box and she takes it to school. And it's just an amazing experience that the book has about her experience at the school. And it's just a way of helping parents, discuss it and with their children, so that if they're having any challenges or any fears, that they know they have a guardian angel to comfort and protect them. So that's the aim of the book. And the angels tell me that this book is going to be in every school across the universe. So that's what I'm hoping for. And
Isabellas Angel, and it's spelled Izabella, right? Isabella?
Yeah, Isabella.
Isabellas Angel. So tell me, is there a website? Where do we find the book?
Actually, the book right now is in Kindle version on Amazon.com.
On Amazon, okay.
Yeah, so I am going to be looking at getting some printed copies done soon. But right now it's just available in the Kindle edition.
We must talk about your illustrator.
Oh, yes. Thank you for reminding me. She is an amazing young girl. Her name is Alanda DeRocher John. She's my niece, and she is right now, she's in her early 20s. She's actually getting married next week, and we're going to an amazing wedding. And she is a hearing impaired girl, and she is an artist, and she gets a lot of dreams. And I know a lot of her illustrations come through in her dreams. So I basically gave her my story, and she did all the illustrations. It's about 20 pages, I believe, and the detail is just amazing, because she told me that the kids really like detail, and being so, I believe she's very intuitive as well, even though she hasn't opened up her gifts yet, but she is hearing impaired, and she's going to go a long ways as an artist. And that's just another thing that I've told her. I actually told her 2 years ago she's going to write a book. I didn't realize it was going to be with me.
Ah, that's so great. You're also doing some work in beauty field, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I just started that venture. A lady in Fort Capel, she owns a wonderful day spa. It's called Cocoon Day Spa. I just love the name. And there's another whole story behind that too, how the angels manifested me working there. It's just an amazing story. I actually drove by there when the building was for sale, and I said, "Okay, angels, you have to get me in this building. I want to be in this building. But when I seen the soul sign on it, I was just devastated. I said, oh no. I said, okay, angels, I still want to be in that building. When the lady put it up, Cocoon Day Spa, they've been in operations for about a year now. She just approached me in May to come and do some holistic healing because she actually wanted to branch off into the energy area now. So I said, sure, I'll come. And ever since I've been there, I've been getting all of these nudges to start creating these natural products. So I have created it's called Angel Face.
Yeah, I
Firm.
love that.
Yeah, I love it. It's just they gave me the name, and it's Angel Face Firm Serum. So it's actually helps with aging skin, and it's actually improved my skin. I had a lot of acne and scarring and wrinkling, and it's actually done an amazing job. I've been using it for the last 2 months. And yeah, and I'm starting to get into a face wash now, some bath salt. So they're leading me and they're guiding me, and I'm just following it. And it's such a good connection to have these natural angel products with the spa.
That's wonderful. I'm going to check it out myself because it's
Oh,
kind of my hobby is skincare. So
thanks, Sheri.
of course, of course. Last thing you'd like to say before we sign off?
Yeah, the angels are always telling me to tell people to love yourself. That's always the biggest message that I get because there's so many of us that, we're always looking for the perfect job, the perfect career, the perfect relationship that we forget about ourselves. So they really, truly, truly, truly want to help us, and they truly, truly want us to, to share that love that the universe has to offer us. There's just that divine source is such an amazing feeling. So their biggest message is love yourself, and don't worry about the little things anymore. Those will eventually, if you make them into big things, they will turn into big things. But if you just let go and love yourself and love, just being in your own skin, they will definitely help you. You just have to ask. So I love when they come through in readings. I actually had a lady tell me that my voice sounds like an angel sometimes when I'm doing my readings. And it's because they do that. I ask them, I say, Archangel Gabriel, I give you permission to speak through me. So when I give her that permission, my voice changes. It seems like it changes. So their message is ask for the help, ask, and they will definitely be there for you. They are an amazing energy to work with, and you will not be able to turn back.
If you liked this recording and benefited from it, please, for heaven's sake, share it with your friends. If you loved it and want to hear more, go to theglitchmovie.com/how to connect with angels, where you can listen and subscribe. Thank you so much.